My beautiful Libras, today is the official first day of your 2025 full and past, present, future reading. So I hope you all had a beautiful transition from 2024 to 2025. I'm going to be using the regular tarot deck, clarify with the vampire deck, draw a special vampire card, draw a vampire oracle, and then draw 3 yes or no answers for thee. So let's get started with your beautiful reading. Okay. The general card for today is the Ace of Cups reversed. Okay, let's look at the first row, which is also the past. You start, okay, at least this is Sun card. I mean, it's just a card, but you get the Sun reversed. But I'm going to actually, we'll turn this one around pretty soon. Queen of Wands. And Knight of Cups. Interesting. So, what I see here for you, Libra, in the past is that, okay, there is an interesting moment during the dark times that started in October, and we're still officially in dark times, though we're more or less heading off towards sunny times, which is really not beneficial for me. But I do sense that there is a bit of confidence of and being offered something in the past. I'm wondering, it's not per se, I'm not really getting proposal. I mean, a business proposal is still a proposal, so it doesn't per se have anything to do with romantic affairs. But I just kind of sense that maybe you were the one that was very confident enough to want to actually offer something to somebody. And it doesn't mean that this is, somebody else. It could be. Maybe you have a spouse, significant other, best friend who's a water sign. But what I'm kind of sensing here is, during the dark times, because that's when the sun was mostly down, depending even on where you live. But, for me, it's like in my area, it's quite, hidden behind clouds and stuff like that. And I'm always awake at dark times anyway. But, the thing is I sense actually, confidence of offering something. Man or woman, I wonder, if, you were the one that was going to propose something or actually suggest something to somebody. But I'm just kind of getting, this real beautiful confidence. And, it's like, I'm not surprised, it's like you are the balance, you're justice, you're the one that holds the scales, you're the legal mindset. You don't per se have to be anybody who works in the law, but I just kind of sense that you had this wonderful, beautiful courage to be able to offer something to somebody. And it doesn't per se have to mean, a relationship. It could be, but I'm not really getting that. I'm kind of getting, maybe like a partnership deal, a work, kind of contract, some kind of thing. Maybe you're a boss, you have some kind in your company or organization, but I'm just getting that you had wonderful, beautiful confidence about something in the past during the sundown of dark times. But we're going to have to look at the other cards. So in current times, you get Queen of Cups. Interesting. The World reversed. Ooh. And your beautiful man, woman, Queen of Swords kind of card. So I'm going to turn the World reversed around. So I'm going to hold this like so. Yeah, what I'm kind of getting here is, there was definitely, some self-care needed. So, maybe you were the one that was being offered something by this water sign. Maybe you have water or even Leo, a fire somewhere in your star chart. But what I'm getting here is that, right now you are in, you are in a self-nurturing, self-care, beautiful, watery, flowing, nurturing position. So the thing is, it's like, okay, sometimes, you're in a very strong, confident, courageous situation with the Queen of Wands. You're being offered something and now you're pretty much doing a lot of self-care. Okay? But then with the World reversed, it's like something, kind of, took a tumble on, your life. Because, with the World upright, everything is just beautiful and stuff. But obviously, you need to take good care of something because, obviously, something that was being presented to you, required you to actually, care for yourself or care for the situation. Maybe you're in the medical field, doctor, nurse, surgeon. But I'm just, kind of getting, that this caring is causing, a lot of, it's making you feel overwhelmed, because that's, what the world reverse could also be like. But yet, you are still in your stable and confident and strategic self. So the thing is, what I see here is, I see an act of courage that took place in your past, and this is you, feeling a bit overwhelmed, but yet, you're, moving on with your very caring and loving and nurturing self, and you're still in a stable mind situation. I'm gonna have to look at more, of the clarification, especially, but we'll still look at the future. But I'm kind of getting, that there was incredible courage that took place in your past, and right now you're doing a lot of good caring. You're doing a lot of, good, strategic mindset of thinking, okay, we're gonna go down this way. I'm determined. It's sort of similar, to the King of Swords, and a little bit towards the Knight of Swords, or Knight of Swords is more on a chaotic horse, but here you're in a very stable, grounded, on your personal throne, man or woman. But I'm going to have to, look at the other cards, to give you a better idea. But I'm just sensing that you were incredibly courageous about something. So, and that's why, you may feel a bit overwhelmed in current times, with the world reversed. It's sort of similar, to the Two of Pentacles reversed kind of situation. But in the future, you start off with Six of Cups reversed, Five of Wands reversed, and King of Wands reversed. Okay, now let's look at these two cards, especially before we get to the other ones. What I sense here is that, in the future, you're going to be looking back at the past in a negative manner, because upright, it's all about nostalgia and saying, okay, there's something beautiful that took place in the past. But it looks like, it's like, I'm getting, some kind of offering. That's what this offering about the past is about, because when you look at, these two individuals, one person or one, character is offering flowers to another one, and that could have been the offering from this Knight of Cups. But since it's, reversed, you're kind of looking at the past in a negative situation, saying, I remember how this individual offered me this kind of deal. It could have been like a really negative contract, a negative, like, kind of, business deal or something, that just did not work out as well as you had hoped. And you're kind of looking at the past in a negative, mindset, thinking, my goodness, it's like, how did this happen? Why did this have to happen? Because that's what the Six of Cups reverse is all about, is looking at the past in a negative manner. But yeah, with the Five of Wands, you are incredibly also forgiving, and hopefully this is self-forgiveness, because the thing is, in order to set yourself free from any negativity, you have to forgive yourself. Man, woman, whoever's watching, even other zodiac signs, you always have to do self-forgiveness, because, the thing is, it's like, well, you didn't know at the time it was going to be negative unless, your senses were all sharp and you pretty much just ignored it, thinking, oh no, I don't want to hurt this person's feelings, or I'm afraid, or I just, whatever other, vague concept, feelings one would feel. But, and then you would think, yeah, I should have actually done something better. But the thing is, I'm sensing that you are, when you're looking at the past sort of in a negative manner, but you are very forgiving. But yet, it's like you don't have that fiery passion within you. And of course, you're an air sign, stuff like that. But the thing is I'm sensing a bit of, remorse. Because that's what the King of Wands reverse is sort of like about, because upright, the King of Wands is all about confidence, power, strength, determination, maybe some Leonine, feelings, I mean, you get actually, this is your third Leo card, to be honest. But reverse, it's all kind of a bit feeling like guilt, remorse of thinking, whoops, no, this one wasn't reverse, is that, you are forgiven, but, you sort of have this bit of, guilt and remorse about the whole situation that took place in the past. Well, we're going to have to clarify it so I can give you a better idea. So, for the Sun reversed, it's during dark times, it's not really shining bright, there was Seven of Swords. Okay, you were obviously deceived with this offering. And the thing is, it's like, whoops, I can't show you this card. The thing is, okay, sometimes, a very good salesperson, a very good, con man is very strategic and very incredibly, passionate in their own way. Because the Seven of Swords is kind of like, deceiving somebody out of love, out of any kind of opportunity, money especially, and thinking, okay, I'm going to give you a very, sugar-coated, deal and stuff like that, and it's going to be just, way better than anything you've ever imagined, and maybe deep down inside, you had that sense within you to think, well, this individual, doesn't really look all that, honest, to be honest, because the thing is, when you look at this vampire is expression, it's not smiling, it's more or less kind of just, kind of watching you and seeing, okay, how are you going to react to my, falseness and stuff like that. So, obviously, there was a bit of, some kind of deception that took place. For the Queen of Wands, you got Judgment. So this was, your confidence of that, your head was out of the clouds, and, you pretty much started actually realizing something. And the thing was, is, you probably, started coming to your senses. First, it's like, okay, you're a bit maybe on the vulnerable side, not saying you are, but it could have been, because that's, how, deceptive people are able to, catch their prey and victims and stuff like that, is watching them and seeing if, when they'll crumble and stuff like that. But it looks like that you were in a very strong, confident, head out of the clouds, and this is still personal celebration in the sense that, but finally reality is kicking in, and you're pretty much just realizing, maybe this deal, this whole Seven of Swords individual is actually not as nice or friendly or loving as they appear to be. But the thing is, it's like, I'm glad, that there was still this moment of thinking, I should actually look into this. So at least, that it does look promising. Because for the Knight of Cups, you're being offered something. The Empress. This was a new beginning of some kind. Maybe you were already kind of deceived with the Sun reversed. It could have been, a deceptive Leo, perhaps, or somebody has Leo in their star charts. But it looks like that you were being offered, some kind of new beginnings, this kind of birthing thing. From this individual, it doesn't per se have to be a water sign. It could be somebody who has water in them, or somebody who, may be similar to a very caring, nurturing, and loving individual. But I'm getting that this person, offered you this new, beautiful, new beginning of some kind, and that's what the Empress is all about, is abundance and stuff like that. But the thing is I'm kind of getting shiny pamphlets. And the shiny pamphlets, are pretty much, just, fake, promises and ideas of saying, oh yeah, if you take these, pills and stuff like that, it's going to make you stronger or stuff like that, or it's going to make you more beautiful, whereas it's just sugar pills, for example. So that's kind of what I'm getting here is, you were offered something in the past. But I'm kind of getting this negative feeling, sort of. I mean, otherwise, you wouldn't be forgiving the past and stuff, and the world wouldn't be reversed. But let's look at current times of Queen of Cups. You get the Hermit. Okay, you're finally, actually, you had to walk away from something and you're actually caring. So, it's like, it's good, to actually walk away and to start caring for your needs and desires, Libra, because the thing is, that is very crucial for healing of any kind. And, water heals, it's like the human body consists mostly of water. And, humans, they drink water and stuff like that, for, to, keep up, to stay hydrated, like vampires to blood. But I'm getting, that, well, you had to walk away from something and you're doing a lot of good healing, and that is crucial for anything. You've been through maybe a negative situation in the past. Maybe you really felt like you were deceived somehow and, everything was just really not working out. But I'm glad that, that you came to your senses and now you're actually in the healing phase. So that's good. Because for the world reversed, it's like you could have felt overwhelmed or something. You get the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man is very crucial. It's about also, thinking clearly. It's about also, pondering and looking back and analyzing and doing self-reflection. That is what I was looking for, with self-reflection. And that's, the thing is you're kind of looking at, how did this happen? But, knowing a lot of Libras out there, I'm not all you're worried, I'm not worried at all. Let's, we'll phrase it like that. I'm not worried at all for you, because I know that you all are very capable, strong, confident in your own way, to actually do a lot of good self-reflection, to know exactly where to heal and how to, overcome, any kind of past, mistakes that you've made and stuff like that. So it's very good. I love this for you. It looks incredibly promising. For the Queen of Swords, you get 6 of Scepters. You are on your strategic game and you have a reason to celebrate. Well done. Now that's what I'm talking about. That's what I like to see is, it's like to be able to have this moment of thinking, I'm back on my confidence throne again. Because, not everybody, actually has those moments, where they're able to switch back and forth between, having, a negative experience and then actually going down the neutral way towards healing and success. But if you're one of the very few that can do that, you are one of the strongest individuals in this world that is able to handle this. Sorry. Because the thing is, it's like, this is a moment where you're going to be back on your feet again. Well, you're going to be looking at the past in the future by thinking, my goodness, how did this happen? How could I have avoided this? Blah, blah, blah. All of these negative things. But the most important thing, what I love to see, is that there's, forgiveness going on in the future. Very, very, very important. Wow. Now let's look at Six of Cups of looking at the past in a negative manner. Five of Wands. Now this is the second Five of Wands. I hope you're not looking at the past and and whipping yourself and thinking, okay, I need to punish myself for for letting myself get deceived. Don't do that. It's like, it's tempting to always to help think, God, I'm so stupid and dumb. God, I should have not done that. The thing is, okay, it's easier said than done. But the most crucial thing that I, as your vampire for 300 years and going on 301 in a few months, is that self-forgiveness is important. I could look back at the moment I got turned into a vampire and thought, how foolish of me. I let myself get deceived by this individual who said he wanted to have a reading, and then everything, then I get turned into a vampire. But the most important thing is I can understand how you're going to be looking at the past and just thinking and having this bit of self-hatred for whatever happened. But the most important thing is you need to do self-forgiveness. Because for the Five of Wands reversed, you get Daughter of Scepters, the Page of Wands. Forgiveness, forgive yourself and move on, as I would say. Well, the thing is, it's like the Page of Wands is all about just going on this new journey and thinking, okay, I'm gonna, take off from, I'm gonna leave the past behind, and I'm gonna go on this new beautiful journey of taking good care of myself and stuff like that. So that's exactly what you need to do. Is you need to do a lot of good self-care. And that's crucial for anything, because otherwise, it's like you're not going to be able to, move forward. You're just going to be stuck in that metaphorical pod of self-hatred, anger, anxiety, sadness, frustration, and stuff like that. But I see that you're actually moving forward in a really good manner. So that is incredibly beautiful. For the King of Wands reversed, you get Eight of Knives. Now the thing is, it's like, this is about feeling stuck about the future and thinking, okay, I'm not sure if I can move on. Well, the thing is, take all the time you want and need, but don't allow yourself to be stuck, you're blindfolded with uncertainty of thinking, okay, I don't know how to move on from this at all. The thing is, it's like, self-forgiveness is important and crucial for anything. And the thing is, it's like, well, you may feel stuck in the future, even though you are heading towards healing and leaving the past behind. But the thing is the Eight of Swords is also there just to actually, it's also about being metaphorically stuck. So, it's like, I can sense that you want to get out there, but yet, you pretty much just feel like I don't have the confidence and strength within me to actually keep moving forward. Well, the thing is, the choice is yours. What do you want to start working towards in this life of yours? Do you want to be stuck in a negative spiraling, going around in circles and not achieving your goals, dreams, and desires? Or do you want to actually be free and move on and try to think, okay, how can I, live in a healthier, happier, and more positive, situation despite this past mistake? Okay, now let's grab a special vampire card. Queen of Swords. Now that's what I'm talking about. This is the second Queen of Swords. I'm sensing that you're going to be on top of your confidence game no matter what. It will probably take some time, work, and energy to actually be processing everything. However, man or woman, whoever's watching, you're going to be okay. You're going to be on top of your strength and confidence game as a Queen of Swords, whoever is watching, but this is one of your power cards. This is great. Wow. Okay, let's draw Vampire Oracle for more information. Immortal, the consuming family pressure of peers. Okay, well, I'm immortal, but what I'm getting from this card is, don't let your family or friends, pretty much just keep, you well, you down in any way. That could also contribute to you feeling stuck with the Eight of Swords. Because, it's like, your family and friends, no matter what kind of impact they have, they'll pretty much just try to also say, hey, Libra, remember that, bad mistake of the Seven of Swords situation that you pretty much fell for? Okay, we're going to just keep reminding you about that. And that's what could also be keeping you stuck, is to have all these reminders. I would try to block off anyone, that wants to try to, keep you down in that position, Libra. And, just, try to avoid, going back to the past. You can't go back to the past. I can't go back to the past. Nobody can go back to the past. The only thing what you can do is head towards the future, but learn from your mistakes. Wow. Okay, I'm going to draw 3 yes or no answers. Please feel free to pause this video and think about the questions you want answered. For answer number 1, you do get no because you get the Two of Wands reversed. For answer number 2, you get no because you get the Page of Swords reversed. And for answer number 3, you get no because you get the Empress reversed. Well, Libra, I'm going to leave it at that for you, but if this reading resonated, please feel free to subscribe and join me on a beautiful, more vampire journey of more vampire knowledge that I could offer as your vampire journey, as your vampire tarot reader. I want to thank you all so much again for supporting me and my channel. I love you guys like crazy. Again, thank you so much for supporting me. I wish you all the best in your beautiful endeavors and voyages. If this reading doesn't resonate, please feel free to check out other videos, but I just want to say how much I love and admire you all. So thank you.